Carolina coverage of Nighthawk basketball is on the air. And welcome back to the second half of our Peach Belt Conference doubleheader between UNG and Clayton State. The men of North Georgia currently in a tie for sixth place in the Peach Belt at 5-7, knotted with Georgia Southwestern. Clayton State, a tough year in Peach Belt play at 2-9. Both these teams coming into tonight's matchup fresh off losses. For Clayton State, it was a loss to USC Aiken. Final score there, 87-63 on Saturday afternoon. In that ball game, the Lakers led early but fell in that contest. For North Georgia, it was a road trip to Americus on Saturday afternoon and a 15-point loss there, 69-54. With tonight's matchup, both these squads looking to right the ship, if you will. For North Georgia, it has been 3 in a row that they've dropped. In a contest like this, you've got to get back to what has been the theme of North Georgia basketball under head coach Dan Evans, and that is defense and maybe hitting the boards.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, this team leads the conference in defensive boards, but yet the past 3 games, they have just been severely outnumbered when it comes to boards. One of the leading factors to this 3-game losing streak. And so if you want to end that streak, you're going to have to out-rebound Clayton State. They have the #1 rebounder in the conference, and you cannot let him run you over for those boards.
No doubt about it. Leading scorer for Clayton State coming into tonight is Ricardo Lynch at 11 points per contest. For North Georgia, they've been led by freshman Frank Champion, 17.6 points per game. He's been averaging 31 minutes per contest and has nearly averaging a double-double with 8 rebounds per game. The Nighthawks have really depended on his play inside. He has shown tremendous athleticism this year. Obviously, things get started outside with Cody Schubert, junior from Maiden, North Carolina, averaging 13 points per contest. And in his time here in the second semester of the season, Malik Hardy, the redshirt junior from Miramar, Florida, averaging better than 13 points per contest, getting his sea legs back under him. Malik has appeared in 10 ball games but has yet to start a contest this season. For North Georgia, it has been a year that got off to a great start with wins early and also staying above 500 in conference play until the last stretch of 3 straight losses. They'll look to turn things around here tonight versus Clayton State. We will step aside. When we come back, it'll be time for starting lineups and the opening tip between North Georgia and Clayton State. This is the Nighthawk Sports Network. Back in a moment.
Leadership is fueled by vision and passion. Leadership is service with empathy, creativity, and integrity. Leadership is seeking continuous improvement for yourself and your community. Since 1873, the University of North Georgia has prepared generations of civic, professional, and military leaders. Today, UNG is a leading regional university that serves students across 5 campuses and online, with educational pathways ranging from associate degrees to doctoral programs. And as one of only 6 senior military colleges in the nation, UNG holds designations as a state leadership institution and as the Military College of Georgia. UNG's national reputation and student profile are growing stronger each year, and we remain focused on student success and academic excellence at all levels. Across UNG, our incredible faculty and staff are scholars and mentors who inspire service, inquiry, and creativity. And resume-building experiences help each student fulfill their potential. We know the value of determination and teamwork in and out of the classroom, and this spirit pushes our students to excel on the field, serve our communities, and explore the world. When the day is done, the real measure of our success lies in who our graduates become. Outstanding leaders for a diverse and global society. The University of North Georgia.
The road to national championships runs through NCAA.com. And whether you follow one college team or all of them, it's never been easier to get the content you want with NCAA.com, the home of college sports.
North Georgia basketball on the Nighthawk Sports Network is brought to you by the Smith House Country Store, Restaurant, and Hotel, the UNG Bookstore, Bryan Properties Commercial Real Estate, and Northeast Georgia Health System.
And welcome back to the Nighthawk Sports Network. Tonight's starting lineups brought to you by Northeast Georgia Health System, the official healthcare partner of UNG Athletics. The Lakers of Clayton State will be starting number 0, Xavier Joyner. Joyner, a freshman from Beltsville, Maryland. The number 4, Xavier Wanick, a 6'6" senior from St. Louis. And also in the lineup, 44, Ricardo Sams Jr., a 6'5" junior from Miramar, Florida. And we'll confirm the final 2 members of the starting lineup for Clayton State. The Lakers under head coach Vince Alexander, 7-14 on the season, 2-9 in conference play. For the Nighthawks, it will be number 4, Darnell Snyers. Number 5, Frank Champion. Number 11, Cody Schubert. Number 15, Greg Billups Jr. And rounding out the starting 5 for North Georgia, number 22, Eric Jones. Nighthawks coached by Dan Evans. 12-9 overall, 5-7 in the Peach Belt Conference. So again, your starting lineup for Clayton State: Jalen Shaw, number 40, Ricardo Sams, number 44, number 3, Brian Coffey II, number 5, Ricardo Lynch. That threw me off. The Lakers with numbers on their uniforms different than what is on their website. Gotta love it when that happens.
You needed a bit of a challenge here for the second game.
We are ready to roll, and the tip controlled by Clayton State. Glad you've joined us for game number 2 of our doubleheader right here on the Nighthawk Sports Network. First possession of the ball game for the Lakers. The baseline jumper no good. Rebound into the waiting hands of Eric Jones. And the first possession for North Georgia. Jones from 17 feet. In and out, no good. Ball tipped and taken by Darnell Snyers. Fighting for the loose ball. Still loose. Billups is there. Puts up the left-handed hook shot. No good. And it will be Clayton State ball. That was an interesting little transition. Lakers with the ball. Hook shot up and good. And give that to Jalen Shaw.
That's going to be hard to cover today. He really has a size advantage on these UNG Nighthawks.
Shaw listed at 6'10" out of Elgin, Illinois. 3 for Billups. It's no good. 2-0 Clayton State, the lead and the ball. That jumper will go and give that to Brian Coffey II, and it's 4-0 in favor of Clayton State. 18:30 to go here in the first half of play. Champion on the wing left side. Snyers now in the hands of Billups. Jones going back door, collects it, puts it up, and there's your first basket of the night for North Georgia.
And the best way to attack Shaw, throw it behind him.
And that's exactly what the Nighthawks did. A beautiful feed over the top to Jones. Into the hands of Xavier Joyner. Now out front to Sams. Lynch with the ball. Now away to Coffey. 7 to shoot. Coffey back near midcourt. Now drives the right side of the lane. The fake. The shot blocked by Jones. Here come the Nighthawks. A chance to tie or take the lead. Snyers to Schubert. Cody drives. Sees daylight. Uses his body to shield the defender. And we're tied at 4.
They let him run right in with his right hand and get a very easy look right there.
(17-17) on the first half clock. Knotted at 4. Lakers with the ball. Lynch guarded by Billups. Long jumper, no good. Rebound to Champion. Frank will bring it up himself. Brings it up the far side of the court. Draped all over him as a defender. Shot no good, but a foul. And Frank said, he's choking me.
Yeah, a little bit of an arm around the neck for about half of the way to the goal there, starting at half court, but he gets the free throws, so I guess that's all that matters.
Champion will head to the line on the season. A 68% shooter. First one good in the ball game for Clayton State. Number 23, Wes Williams. And Champions foul shots made it 6 to 4. That's the first lead of the night for North Georgia. Shaw shot up and good, and we're tied at 6.
Interesting move there, driving the lane. Looked like might have been a couple elbows there, but gets a nice move, I guess.
Schubert drives underneath, bounce pass to Jones, fakes, shoots, and a foul will send him to the line. And that will go on number 40, Jalen Shaw. Shaw dressed in uniform number 40. And on the athletic department website, he's credited as wearing number 22. So Williams is wearing 23. He's normally 21. Jalen Shaw is wearing number 40. He's typically number 22. And Ricardo Sams normally wears 14. He's wearing number 44.
Well, let's hope this team's a little superstitious and that can throw him off a little.
Jones got them both. And North Georgia back in front at 8-6. 16-16 to go, first half. Ball in the hands of Ricardo Sams. Now with 13 to shoot, Coffey away to Williams. And gets the three-pointer, and that puts Clayton State back in front by a single point at 9-8. Champion drives, kicks in the corner left side to Billups. Back inside to Champion. Hook shot, good.
The Nighthawks are not afraid to attack Shaw in the paint, even though there's that size disadvantage.
Clayton State with the ball. We played 4.5 minutes here in the first half from Dahlonega. Way outside the arc, and Williams makes it with ease. The sophomore from Columbus, Ohio, and a transfer from St. Leo with a pair of three-pointers, and it's 12-10 in favor of the Lakers. Williams on the season, a 38% shooter beyond the arc. Billups drives down the lane, up, no good. Rebound snared by Jalen Shaw. Quickly the other way, the floater in the lane, good for Brian Coffey. Really pushing tempo that time for the Lakers. 4-point lead for Clayton State. North Georgia with the ball. Billups holding high. Schubert's pass intended for Jones, intercepted by Shaw. Xavier Joyner, top of the key, picks up his dribble. The pass away and stolen. Snyers will try to take it, puts it up and scores. Up ahead it goes to Ricardo Sams, to Joyner, and out front to Coffey. Brian, a grad student from Snellville who transferred into Clayton State from Division I Middle Tennessee. Shot clock at 6. Coffey on the wing, right side, 4, 3, 2, just beating the buzzer, in and out, no good. Rebound Champion, chance to tie or take the lead now for the Nighthawks. Champion down the lane, shot up and good.
Beautiful drive by Champion, just making all the space he can with his length, and nothing much that they were going to do about that one.
Coffey brings it across the half-court stripe, 13:31 to go in half number 1. Williams on the wing left side, guarded by Billups. Now away it goes to Ricardo Sams. Williams, 17-footer, good. He is on fire. Williams, hard to believe, he only shoots 40% from the floor total, 38% beyond the arc, but he has 8 points early in this game. It's 16-14 in favor of Clayton State. Down low, Billups the fake. Ball is free into the hands of Jones in the corner. Schubert wide open for 3. Good.
Clayton State started running back on offense when there was still a loose ball.
And another turnover. Beautiful. Oh. That's going to be waved off. And official Bruce Benedict has called time. And Coach Evans is in disbelief. Why in the world? And so it's being explained to him at midcourt. So we will take a timeout. 12:44 to go first half. And your score, North Georgia 17, Clayton State 16. Back in a moment. You're watching the Nighthawk Sports Network.
Before the house, before the office, the late nights and new bosses. Before the last hugs, the wins and the losses. Before building the team, before building yourself, the rise and grinds, all day, every days. Before the letter, before the dream, there was a kid who loved to play. If you have the talent and dedication to succeed in school and in sports, we'll provide the opportunity.
Someone here at Circus Burger has been talking to the press, telling them that chicken is better than burgers. And I want to know who it is. Is it you, Bill?
No, sir.
Diane?
Wasn't me.
I know it wasn't Steve. He just started. You're doing a great job here, Steve.
Yeah.
I'm not big on pointing fingers, but it was definitely Bill.
Whoa, it could literally be any one of us.
Somebody did it, and I'm going to find out who.
What is going on here?
North Georgia turning up the pressure defensively and retaking the lead 17-16. The teams breaking their respective huddles. Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. This is the Nighthawk Sports Network. And our thanks to all of our fine affiliates on the Nighthawk Sports Network, and play has resumed. Clayton State down 1 with the ball, 12:40 to go here until the half. In the ball game for North Georgia, Mikhail Bethea. The lob inside goes to Jalen Shaw. Shaw backs in, shot up, and does not go. Rebound to Giancarlo Bastiglione in the contest. Bethea in traffic, loses the handle, out of bounds. Last touched by Clayton State. Also on the floor now for North Georgia, number 21, Evan Hurst, the freshman from Milton, Georgia. Bethea will inbound. The lob comes to Champion. Frank, behind the back dribble. Beautiful feed. Bastianoni lays it in.
Beautiful look right there by Champions. You can't ask for a much better pass than that.
And a whistle at midcourt and a reach-in foul by McHale. Stops the clock with 12:08 to go here in half number 1. Dominic away. Long three. Williams, no good. And that'll be a foul over the top. And that will be on the Lakers. That one charged to Xavier Womack, senior out of St. Louis, and a transfer from Pittsburgh State. Timeout on the floor, 11:55 to go, first half. Nighthawks by 3, 19-16. This is the Nighthawk Sports Network.
Bandit 3, this is Fox 2-3. Can you see that contact to our front? Man, it's Fox 2-3, out. Mark him with tracer fire.
There are those who choose a different path in life. A path of selflessness, of service. A path that leads to freedom. Do you have what it takes? Find out at goarmy.com/warriors.
The UNG Bookstore is the one-stop shop where students can get anything they need for the classroom and fans can find everything they need to support the Nighthawks, from shirts and jackets to car decals and tailgating chairs. Gear up at the Nighthawks desk with officially licensed UNG merchandise. Be sure to shop in store to find the item of the week. Visit our stores in Dahlonega, Gainesville, Oconee, and Cumming, or check us out online at ungbookstore.com. The UNG Bookstore is a proud sponsor of North Georgia Athletics.
Coming into tonight's contest, Flagler leading the Peach Belt at 11-1. 2.5 games in front of Augusta and USC Aiken. Georgia College another half game back. Columbus State at 6-6, and then tied for 6th place, North Georgia and Georgia Southwestern at 5-7. Snyers, backdoor cut by Bethea, shot no good. Lakers have it, down 3. Jordan Curtis in the ball game, away to Harvey Dominic. Pass inside, Hurst goes to the floor to save it. Nicely done, Evan. Snyers, top of the key, hesitates. Now we'll give it to Hurst. 11-11 to go. First half, 19-16 your score. Zach Brown in the ball game, away to Bethea. Now Giancarlo drives, shoots, scores!
Lays it in with the right hand there from the left side. A little unexpected, but whatever works.
And that's the biggest lead of the night for North Georgia. Williams away to Curtis. Now in the hands of Womack. Xavier's shot no good. Rebound Bastianoni. Outlet comes to Snyers. Giancarlo, top of the key, one dribbling away to Hurst. Evan drives the left side, stops now, goes underneath, fakes, turns. Now the pass intercepted by Williams. Evan got in the air with nowhere to go. Curtis with the ball. Well out on the wing, right side. 10-10 to play first half. Over to Dominic. Harvey lobs it to Jalen Shaw. Back out to Williams. Straightaway three. No good off the iron. Offensive board. Knocked free. Brown got a hand on it. And here comes Snyers. Darnell. Bounce pass. Brown in the lane. Would not go. Zach was running the floor. Involved in that play on both ends of the court.
Really good ball movement on that fast break. Unfortunately, they couldn't convert, but the fact that they managed to get the foul there is something positive to look forward to for the rest of the game.
Zach at the line gets that one to roll in on the season. 68% for the redshirt senior out of Princeton, New Jersey. Had a chance earlier this season to visit with Zach's parents in town for a couple of ball games. So we say hello to everyone in the Brown family in Princeton, New Jersey tonight from the Nighthawk Sports Network. Those foul shots by Zach make it 23-16, 9:44 to go, first half. Drive in the lane, that shot no good. Brown's got it, turns, outlet pass goes to McIntyre. Now Schubert kicks it to Blake. Wraparound pass to Bastianoni on the block, right side. Schubert goes baseline, feeds to Bastianoni, up, no good. Loose ball, Coffey has it for Clayton State. Ball out of bounds to Clayton State. Shaw hit the floor pretty hard. Nice gesture of sportsmanship by Giancarlo to assist in picking him back up. So Brown, Bastianoni, Hurst, Snyers to the bench. Billups, Jones, Champion, Schubert all back out there. McIntyre brings it up himself. Blake bounce pass away to Champion. Now Billups in between the circles to McIntyre. Jones works against the big guy. Really had an open shot, but kicks it to Schubert on the wing. Closely checked by Coffey. Underneath, free ball, 3 to shoot. Champion puts it up just inside the arc, no good. And Lakers will have it.
Not a bad attempt there by Champion, even though he was rushed.
8.5 minutes to go until the intermission. Clayton State down by 7 with the ball. Ricardo Sams away to Xavier Joyner. Three-pointer no good. Long rebound into the waiting hands of Jalen Shaw. Now Coffey zips it over to Joyner. Joyner works on McIntyre. Sams guarded by Jones. Out of bounds. Lakers will have 7 seconds left to shoot. (23-16) your score. Timeout taken, and it becomes a full, and we'll take it. 8:01 to go. First half, your score, North Georgia 23, Clayton State 16. This is the Nighthawk Sports Network.
The human body is like any high-performance machine. As the miles add up, parts wear out. That's where pain begins. And here's where it ends. Where top orthopedic surgeons use breakthrough techniques to reduce recovery times and relieve pain for good. Feel like new again for miles to come at the region's only dedicated joint care center, Northeast Georgia Medical Center.
The University of North Georgia will host the 2022 NCAA Division II Women's Golf National Championship. That's coming up May the 8th through the 14th. It will be held at Chattahoochee Golf Club in Gainesville. If you'd like more information on the tournament, or if you'd like to volunteer, visit ungathletics.com. Teams huddled up. North Georgia with their largest advantage of the night, 23-16. Ball game that saw Clayton State with the first 2 field goals and then a 6-0 run by North Georgia. Back and forth it went. And then the Nighthawks, after trailing 16-14, have run off 9 in a row unanswered.
Yeah, Clayton State was going to the hot hand, but eventually that hot hand's going to cool off, and they haven't really made an adjustment since that happened.
Team's back out there. Billups, Champion, Jones, Schubert, McIntyre for North Georgia. Coffey gets it in the corner to Sams. Ricardo shot up, no good. Rebound, Champion. Frank brings it up, long lead pass, and a big slam dunk by Mr. Jones.
Great look there by Champion, just throwing it right behind the defense yet again.
The lead is 9. Coffey away to Joyner, guarded by McIntyre. Now into the hands of Ricardo Sams. Over he goes to Coffey, wing, left side, running shot, no good, but a foul prior to that, and that will be on Schubert. That's the first on Cody. At the line, Brian Coffey, 85% at the line this season and averaging 8 points a contest. Hard-kicking foul shot, front rim, back rim, and out.
He has really just been all over the place on any sort of loose ball, kind of running their offense. He must have had a nice cup of coffee before the game.
Oh, I thought you were going to say, what does Brian have brewing tonight here in Dahlonega?
I'll have to work on that one, maybe next time.
25-17 your score. That breaks the 11-0 run. 7:14 to go first half. Joyner. Ricardo Sams blocked inside by Jones. Champion brings it up. Behind the back dribble, zips the pass to Schubert. Down low, Jones, top of the key, Champion, drives in the lane, turns, open, Schubert, wing, three, good!
It's amazing how Champion can just open up the entire floor when he drives the lane.
28-17, the lead is 11. That shot from the foul line off the top of the backboard, no good. Tipped and taken by Schubert. Cody, wraparound pass to Champion. Frank down the middle of the court. The lob to Jones, just a little too much. It was close to being right on target, but over it goes to Clayton State. 6:33 to go here in the first half of play. (28-17) your score. Coffey guarded by Schubert. Open from the right elbow, no good. Rebound, Champion. Frank now with his 5th rebound of the night. Count it. (30-17). The lead grows. Georgia, 6:06 to play first half. Joyner guarded by McIntyre. Down low it goes to Shaw. Shot no good. Rebound, Champion. Frank down the lane. Up. No good. Follow. Jones, but a whistle before that will negate the slam dunk follow. Frank settles in, Bastianoni and Snyers walking over to the scorer's table. They will check in now. Champion hits, it's 31-17. A 17-1 run by North Georgia has opened up a bit of a working margin, but no need to take the foot off the gas. Champion got them both. It's 32-17. 5:35 to go, first half. Shaw inside, good.
Not much you can do about that. Just great movement by Shaw, getting down low and getting in good positioning.
Schubert, top of the key to Champion, works the left side. Snyers thought about a three, fakes, drives, bounce pass. Bastianoni, yes sir. Giancarlo now with 6 points on the night. Equaling the largest lead. Blocked shot. And out of bounds. It will stay Clayton State ball. Coffey will trigger it along the baseline. Does so. 5:05 to go, first half. Long three, Coffey. No good. Champion got a hand on it. Corrals it. Here he comes. Frank. The feed. Billups fakes, shoots, and is fouled. That stops the clock with 4:51 to go. And Bethea set to check back in. Greg, good. Bethea checks in. Schubert a breather. One more coming for Billups, and he got it. Coffey hands away to Joyner. Xavier is fouled as he hits the deck. That'll be on Bethea, his second. Williams will inbound. Now Coffey guarded by Snyers. Zips the pass to Joyner at the foul line. Turnover. Bethea has it. McHale. Now to Champion, left side. Works it in. Stops. Fakes. Turns. Well, that might have been goaltending, but it was not called. Basket interference, but it wasn't called. Shot banked in by Shaw.
Shaw definitely got away with one there, and he better count his blessings because that should have been 2 points for UNG right there.
Yeah. Oh, that would have made it a 19-point ball game. Instead, it's 36-21. 4:04 to go, first half. Billups, guarded by Glenn Robinson the second. In the corner, Snyers for three. The lead is 18. 3:43 and counting. Robinson, that shot beyond the arc, no good. Bethea the rebound, brings it straight up the floor. Zips the pass on the wing right side, and Billups around a screen from Bastianoni to give the Champion. Floater from 10 feet, good.
I'm not sure there's really any way to guard that floater by Champion. I don't see anybody getting up that high.
You know, Frank is listed as 6'2". I think he is a bit taller than that. Nope, 6'7".
I think he
that
might
sounds
be,
a little better.
Might still be a bit taller than that as well.
Clock stopped at 3:10. We'll take a timeout. It's the Nighthawks, their largest lead of the night, 41-21. Back in a moment on the Nighthawks Sports Network. Side, Brett Corbin, Isaac Thomas, the Nighthawk Sports Network team. Game number 2 of our doubleheader between North Georgia and Clayton State. Now after tonight's home game, it'll be back on the road on Saturday, a trip to Greenwood, South Carolina, as North Georgia will tangle with Lander. And coming into tonight's action, Lander at 4-8 in Peach Belt play. Lakers will have it. Williams to inbound. Does so to Jordan Curtis. Bounce pass away to Ricardo Sams. Ricardo picks up his dribble. Well, I thought he did. And Williams gets it back to Ricardo in the lane. Now wing three, left side, off the iron, no good. Champion battling for the loose ball. And that went off of Jalen Shaw. So Champion getting credit there, his 7th. Away to Hurst. Puts it up from the elbow, right side, off the mark, and no good.
He called bank. That one would have fallen for him.
Yep. So close. And a turnover. Giving it right back to North Georgia. Coffey will check back in. And heading to the bench, Jordan Curtis, sophomore from Bradenton, Florida. Bethea works on Coffey, now away to Hurst. Evan, the pass to Bastianoni, top of the key. A dribble, and Snyers works to the lane, stops, 12-footer, good.
Such a smooth release right there.
Yep.
Looked like he jumped up about 5 feet before he let go of that one.
21-point advantage. 22-point advantage. Ball taken away by Bastianoni. Hurst to Giancarlo. Cranks a three, would not fall. Giancarlo, if you're curious, now 1 of 3 on the season beyond the arc. Got a little excited there when he took it.
Well, you missed it when you were looking down. We almost had a pass right to us on that one.
Glad you were keeping the eyes open. Brown back in the ball game for North Georgia. Coffey away to Sams. Now Shaw zips it straight away to Williams. Shot clock at 7. Down low, Williams, an easy basket, and give the assist to Ricardo Lynch. Bethea to McIntyre, well out on the right side. One dribble and away to Brown, who gives it to Bethea on the left wing. McHale zips it to Giancarlo at the foul line. Works on Shaw, turns. Traffic out to McIntyre in the corner. Hurst, 3, up, good! And a timeout with 52 seconds to go here in the first half of play. 46-23. Largest lead of the ball game. We'll keep it right here. This reminder that after Saturday's road game at Lander, 1 week from tonight, the Battle of Bloodmouth resumes here in the Convocation Center as Young Harris comes calling. And regardless of the records, always interesting when North Georgia and Young Harris get together, either on the hardwood or the field to play. 52 seconds left here in the first half. And North Georgia, after trading the lead back and forth from the time they trailed 16-14, have now led the rest of the half. The Lakers will bring it up. Coffey guarded by Bethea. Away to Williams. Now Sams guarded by Jones. Pass away to Coffey, back to Sams. Ricardo. And the feed intended for Shaw. And a little disagreement between Shaw and Sams on that particular set. Ricardo thought that Jalen was supposed to camp out on the left block. Shaw was looking for the lob over the top. Difference of 4 seconds in the shot clock and the game clock. As time winds down, 14 to shoot. Now Billups zips it to Jones. Out front, Bethea, left side on the wing. The give to Eric. Now Bethea with 3 on the shot clock, off the iron, no good. Tip battle. Lakers, and the heave from half court is off the iron, no good. And the first half dominated by North Georgia. 46-23 your score. We'll take a break and be back with a halftime report. This is the Nighthawk Sports Network.
Joyride beads. I hear if you run long enough, you get something called a runner's high, which sounds like something I'd really enjoy. Let's do this. Okay, so far so good. Mama Lake? What? Still no high though. Hi. Hey. Oh my God, there it was. My first runner's high. Well, better quit while I'm ahead. God, I'm good.
What is the Golden Eagle Band? Established in 1873, we are the oldest organization on campus. Excellence in music is our passion. Our spirit of brotherhood provides friendships that last a lifetime. We compete and perform just for fun. Join the tradition.
The road to national championships runs through NCAA.com. And whether you follow one college team or all of them, it's never been easier to get the content you want with NCAA.com, the home of college sports.
North Georgia basketball on the Nighthawk Sports Network is brought to you by the Smith House Country Store Restaurant and Hotel, the UNG Bookstore, Bryan Properties Commercial Real Estate, and Northeast Georgia Health System.
It is halftime in Dahlonega. It's been all Nighthawks, 46-23 at the break, and Nighthawks looking to end that three-game skid. Craig Corbin joined at the break by Walker McCrary. And Walker, welcome.
Thank you, Craig. It's a much better start than the last time I sat in this seat with you for the North Georgia men. I was with you for that Flagler game, I think, and scored, 17 points in the first half? A much better start.
It's nice to see North Georgia when they're hitting on all cylinders and moving the ball up and down the court. Obviously, defense still a big part of what they do, but that's feeding into good opportunities.
Yeah, and that's something that Dan Evans has just been trying to get his team to do game in and game out, and the shots just haven't fallen. And I think you see that when we get one of those first couple of threes to fall and get to the free throw line early with an and one and hit a mid-range jumper here and there, it makes this team just kind of roll.
Yep.
And I know that's cliche to say that a team hits shots and it just piles on like a snowball, but that's exactly what this North Georgia team is. We're so young on the offensive end. Defense is so much easier to teach no matter what sport it is.
Right.
Defense is the easiest thing to teach, and offense comes. Think to week one of a football season.
Sure.
The defense is what you hang your hat on, and you hope your offense can score.
Right.
As compared to at the end of the season, you expect your offense to really be clicking, And that's kind of what we're seeing here tonight is Frank Champion's hitting shots, Cody Schubert's hitting shots, Darnell Snyers is hitting shots. A lot of these guys that we've leaned on that haven't been able to hit shots early in a game are hitting shots now, and that's just feeding into the Giancarlo Bastianoni hitting shots all over the place tonight.
And didn't it seem as though Giancarlo was really comfortable out there going against some pretty good sized defenders?
Yeah, I mean, I haven't looked at a Clayton State roster other than just getting things ready, but Jalen Shaw 6'10", Ricardo Sam 6'5". I mean, they don't have a guy shorter than 6 feet tall, and all their forwards are 6'5" or taller. I mean, for a young kid in Giancarlo, he's a true freshman. As compared to the Frank Champions of the Eric Joneses that are second-year freshmen or sophomores in the case of Eric transferring in. But just the youth that is on this team, and to come out and play. Clayton State's not one of the top teams in the league, don't get me wrong, but every game in Peach Belt Conference play is so critical, especially in this last 3 weeks of the regular season. And to be honest with you, outside of maybe the top 2 or 3, I think anybody can beat anybody.
I agree. And it's nice given where, even though you're tied for 6th, still enough games to make back that ground that you've lost the last 3 times out, and things could really be interesting come tournament time.
Yeah, if I'm anybody, if this Dan Evans Nighthawk team shows up, the rest of the, what do we have left? 6 games, 7 games,
Got
whatever it is.
full.
If they're playing like this going into the tournament, I don't want to either come to Dahlonega if we climb up high enough to be able to host, or have North Georgia come to my place.
Yes.
Because if they're hitting shots like this, the way that we play defense, I don't know that I could score enough.
Yep. Well said. Well said. We're going to take a break. And while there's basketball going on here, around the world, there's a lot more going on that we're going to dip into. Be sure to stay with us. Back in a moment. This is the Nighthawk Sports Network. Still up?
Yeah, made them draw for 1. We had 3 in the rings.
I look at the camera, right?
Yes.
Okay.
I wear my mask to be there for my residents.
I wear my mask so we can stay on campus.
I wear my mask because I know that other people might be more vulnerable to the virus, and I want to make sure that I protect others and keep everyone safe.
I wear my mask to protect all the dads out there. I know personally how it feels to lose someone very close to me due to the coronavirus, and if there are steps that we can take to protect the ones that we love, we should do it.
Do I just do it now? Okay, I wear my mask to keep others safe.
I wear my mask because I care about our community.
I choose to wear my mask because it's such a simple thing for me to do that I can love not only on my friends and my family, but just people I see in the grocery store and in the street.
I wear my mask so I can see my sisters on campus and we can have fundraising events.
I wear my mask to love my neighbor and protect others.
I wear my mask.
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 I wear a mask because I want to keep others safe.
Hi, I'm Sonia McLean, broker of Red Rooster Realty. Come check out our new location. It's this old farmhouse built in the 1930s that we were able to preserve and yet still turn it into our new office. We are a full-service real estate company. We work with buyers and sellers and would love to speak with you if you are in the market. Our new location is 80 Bell Street, Hiawassee, Georgia, or you can give us a call at 706-896-1225. We look forward to speaking with you.
The road to national championships runs through NCAA.com. And whether you follow one college team or all of them, it's never been easier to get the content you want with NCAA.com, the home of college sports.
Nighthawks with a 23-point lead here in Dahlonega. And around the world, the Olympics underway, and a sport, Walker, that you and I both appreciate, both follow. And the United States, the Russian Olympic Committee team, and the Americans with an advantage there.
Yeah, you know, a lot of people don't appreciate the sport of curling.
Oh.
And I don't understand it because it's so fascinating. Even if you don't really understand what curling is, the physics behind the slide, the release, the sweeping, the curling, the Newton's laws, the strategies. Like, I mean, we're watching the women right now, who the USA up 2-1 on the Russian Olympic Committee. You and I both were up this morning watching the defending gold medalists in the United States beat the Russian Olympic Committee 6-5 with the extra end. The thinking time and how long you take to figure out the shots, and you know, when to throw a guard, when to draw to the button, when to take out. The whole thing fascinates me, and everybody in my family does not get it.
That's okay. They'll come around.
I've tried for 3 Winter Olympics now, Craig, since Sochi in 2014.
Well, you might have some help because the Atlanta Curling Club that uses the Forum in Duluth, where the Gladiators, the Atlanta Gladiators, practice, they have leagues, curling leagues. They also offer overviews, what they call the Olympic overviews, and they will teach people that want to learn the sport of curling. I am going to sign up for a class.
Me up. I mean, we were talking before we got on the air today, like, feel like I have the balance to be able to, you know, have the slick shoe and, you know, do the whole slide thing. I feel like I can, you know, aim at the broom that, you know, somebody's holding on the other end. How do they know exactly what weight to give off of the hack is what it's called? And, you know, ice, you just slide. So you got to know exactly the amount of weight. Plus, you're pushing a 50-pound granite rock.
Exactly.
That then you have to release on a little curl, either in or out, to get to the point that you're trying to get to. It's all so fascinating. And, I mean, I could watch curling all day, all night, and never get bored.
Well, it's funny because in the summer months when the NBC Sports Network, when it existed, would have the Saturday night
Curling Night in America.
Curling Night in America, and it was appointment viewing every week. Now, it's been described as chess on ice. That's what I appreciate, the strategy that goes into it. And, you know, it was there was an interesting package done a couple of nights ago, and they talked about the fact that it's a very genteel sport, and that one of the things that in leagues that is shared before and afterwards is good curling. You shake hands with your opponent before and after, and typically in most leagues around the country, after the match, you'll go grab a bite to eat and drink and talk about not only the competition you just had, but life in general.
And I feel like it's a community. You know, you have the community of golf, you have the community of all the sports, but like I feel like these sports that are a little bit, and I'm going to use this term that you and I would never use when describing curling, but the sports that are out there, I feel like that community, if you love curling, you are in it and trying to explain to other people why in the world they should be in it. And I just don't think people appreciate how strategic the game can be. They can see the strategy on a football field or something a lot more readily. It's more familiar, I think. I guess that's the whole the downside to it, but gosh, it's so fun to watch.
Hold that thought. We'll talk a little bit more here. Let's take a quick break and be back with more right here on the Nighthawk Sports Network. All right, what should the final score be in this game?
Are we on commercial?
Before the house, before the office, the late nights and new bosses. Before the last hugs, the wins and the losses. Before building the team, before building yourself. The rise and grinds, all day, every days. Before the letter, before the dream, there was a kid who loved to play. If you have the talent and dedication to succeed in school and in sports, we'll provide the opportunity.
human body is like any high-performance machine. As the miles add up, parts wear out. That's where pain begins. And here's where it ends. Where top orthopedic surgeons use breakthrough techniques to reduce recovery times and relieve pain for good. Feel like new again for miles to come at the region's only dedicated joint care center, Northeast Georgia Medical Center.
Final Olympic thoughts, Walker, as we wind down towards the second half of this ball game.
I cannot wait for 2024 Paris to where we have actual hours that aren't in the middle of the night for us to watch Olympics. Also, Nathan Chen. Didn't get to talk about him. He skates tonight at like 11:30.
Yes.
Appointment watching.
Yes.
After he set the world record for a short program score 2 nights ago. I don't know if you got to watch Steve Kornacki last night break it down, and the fact that his base score is already like 9 points higher than second and
crazy.
11 points higher than third, and he's got a 5 and an 8 point lead. And before I hand the headset back over to Isaac, I just want to hear what you have to say on this. How in the world do you train to be able to jump on ice on a little bitty thin blade and do 4 turns in the air and land on 1 foot?
I can't fathom it. I can't fathom it. I appreciate it. I just can't fathom it. Appreciate you, buddy.
Thanks, Greg.
Big thanks.
2-1 U.S. Third end.
Awesome. Thanks for that curling update. And a big thank you to Walker McCrary and welcoming back in Isaac Thomas in the second half, as if on cue, is underway. Ball still free. Champion up and under. Beautiful off the glass.
Play. Can't believe I got left out of the Olympic talk.
Hey, there'll be plenty of time to chat, because if form holds true in this one, we'll be looking for a lot of things to talk about down the stretch.
Yeah, I'd like that.
The feed inside and a foul as Shaw went up for the shot and fouled. North Georgia on top here, 48-23. At the line, Jalen Shaw, a 61% shooter on the season, gets that one to go. One more coming. And good. Shaw, a transfer from St. Bonaventure.
Say that 3 times fast.
Mm-hmm. Phillips to Snyers. And the lob to Jones to the elbow left side. Schubert. The feed intended for Jones knocked away, and Clayton State has it. Over to Joyner, left side. Now the feed to the big guy inside. Shaw fouled by Champion this time. And that will be the second personal on Frank. Sending Shaw back to the line. Well, while we have a second, and on the heels of the discussion about the Olympics, what has been your favorite Winter Olympic sport?
Well, I have a guess y'all were talking about curling based off of the video I saw.
We were.
Also my favorite. Takes a special kind of skill to do what they do.
Okay. And would that either be biathlon, which is the skiing and shooting, or Schubert. Now to Snyers. Back to Darnell, thought about it. Cody will set the offense, loosely guarded by Coffey. Now Darnell drives, kicks, Schubert open 3, around and out. That was all but in. Opening minutes to the second half. Sams, one dribbling away to Joyner. Now in the hands of Ricardo Lynch. 10 to shoot. Long three. Lynch, good.
You know, I think the biggest key for the Nighthawks so far is that they've left Kobe scoreless for the Lakers.
Yeah. 48-29 your score. 17:53 and counting. And on the change of possession to Clayton State. So you mentioned the Winter Olympic sport that requires a certain type of skill.
Oh yeah, curling for sure.
Yeah.
Definitely curling.
Yeah. So in addition to curling, any others that have caught your eye?
Not much of an Olympics fan, but I'll tune on for curling, but that's really about it.
Yep, I've been intrigued with the biathlon, which is amazing given the they're a miss by Coffey, but given the cross-country skiing combined with shooting, North Georgia by 18, 48-30 with 17:07 to go. Schubert out front, bounce pass to Champion. Boy, contact there, no whistle. Schubert blaze it in.
Would be nice if a UNG player could put somebody on skates for us at some point in the near future to continue the theme.
No doubt. Turnover there. Jones to Champion. 20-point ball game. Nice job and a block inside by Shaw on the shot from Champion. Off the mark. Rebound Snyers. Schubert will bring it up. The lob ahead. Jones found himself open. Now in traffic, puts it up and in. Clock rolls, 16-16 to go here in Dahlonega. North Georgia looking to break their three-game losing streak in conference play. Joyner, three-pointer, no good. Rebound Jones. He and Schubert were battling for it. Cody on the wing, right side. Champion, elbow. Boy, that was an unusual shot from 15 feet. Champion, that was sort of a half jump shot, half floater.
He made it look way too easy, just like he does everything else. At this point, I think he's just trying to have a good time.
Wow. Frank with 14 on the night. Ball knocked free. Coffey now. Drives the left side, Champion defending, and a foul. That will be, oh, and Frank, I don't know if they hit their knees together. That is so painful. And the Champion is on the floor in a lot of discomfort. And being tended to. Clock stopped, 15:27 to go here in the second half. And Frank gets to his feet and hobbles back toward the bench.
Always glad to see a player get up after locking knees like that.
That is not a lot of fun. Well, this reminder, the Nighthawk Sports Network brought to you in part by the UNG Bookstore located beside Starbucks in the Chastity Building, by the Smith House Country Store, Restaurant, and Hotel located in historic downtown Dahlonega, and by Northeast Georgia Health System, the official healthcare partner of UNG Nighthawk Athletics. Well, if you were with us for the first half of this doubleheader, the visit at halftime, and Lee Glenn talking about all the games on tap this weekend here at North Georgia. Softball, soccer, baseball. And everybody will be busy from the get-go in the crossover season between the winter sports and the spring sports.
And I'm sure if you tune into those baseball games this coming weekend, you can get some more high-quality Winter Olympic talk from Walker McCrary.
Absolutely. You can count on it. The lead is 24, largest of the night. Shaw has it. Guarded by Bastianoni. Drives, shoots, no good. Got his own rebound and the whistle. And obviously the Lakers trying to work the offense through Shaw much more so here in the second half than they did in the first 20 minutes. Shaw with a dozen on the night, averaging 14 points a game.
Very unconventional free throw mechanic, but it seems to be working so far today. So
it's nearly a flip.
Although I guess when you can reach up about 9 feet, a flick will work.
And that goes as well, make it 54-32. Shaw, a 61% shooter from the line on the season. Snyers away to McIntyre, back to Darnell in between the circles. Approaching the 15-minute mark. Bastianoni to Schubert. Goes baseline. Nothing doing there. Bounce pass to Bastianoni. Drives, shoots, and that'll be an offensive foul. That is the second personal on Giancarlo. Lakers have it down by 22. 14:44 to go. And taken by Schubert and fouled immediately by Harvey Dominic.
He had a nice open lane, too, if they don't commit that foul. I'm sure he's pretty upset about that one.
Schubert to Bastianoni. Giancarlo at the elbow. Now away goes to Snyers. Shot is up and no good. Rebound snatched by Shaw. Out front, Lynch, guarded by Jones. Shot clock at 12. Beyond the arc, shot no good. Rebound by one of the shortest players on the floor. McIntyre in the right place. Open momentarily. Thought about pulling the trigger on a three. Bounce pass goes instead to his running mate Schubert, who hits the three in the corner.
You know, I think you said it before the game. Rebounds aren't exactly about height. It's about who wants it the most.
That's it. Drive, the off-balance shot, no good. Offensive board by Shaw. Outlet comes to Lynch. Ricardo in the lane, no good. That floater floated out of bounds. Did not touch rim, did not touch net. Nothing but the floor.
Although we did just see by that rebound by Shaw that being 6'10" definitely can't hurt.
No. Zach Brown in the ball game for North Georgia, as is Evan Hurst. Schubert to the left wing, now away to McIntyre, open for three, good! McIntyre, who shoots just a shade less than 50% beyond the arc, has made it 60-32. And a foul on Xavier Joyner gives it right back to North Georgia.
UNG going on another nice little run here to get up by 28. Makes me wonder if they weren't missing our Olympics conversation.
That's it. Brown inbounds, 13-13 to go. Schubert will bring it up. Cody works the left side, bounce pass down the lane. Oh, Zach was flying in, and that would have been a showstopper.
Oh, if that one pulled off, Clayton State probably would have just went ahead and packed up and went home, because that would have been pretty rough to have to sit through after that one.
Oh,
had him on the poster.
He had a big smile on his face as he walked to the foul line. He knew that was going to be something. Zach settles in and calmly puts it through. This to make it a 30-point ball game. Shot just a bit long, no good. Rebound snared by Shaw. Lakers with the ball as we move inside. 13 minutes to go here in Dahlonega. Williams feeds Shaw, backs in on Bastianoni. Baseline move. Shot is up and good for Xavier Womack. Schubert bounce pass intended for Bastianoni, knocked away. Here comes Clayton State. Coffey deals to Williams, 3 from the right side.
Got to give it to Williams. He doesn't even have to set his feet to make that go in.
13 points for the sophomore out of Columbus, Ohio. 12-12 to go. McIntyre now to Schubert. Bastianoni hands back to Cody. McIntyre, right wing. Couple of dribbles. The feed to Hurst. Devin. And a foul by Williams. And a timeout on the floor. We will take one as well. The inside 12. 11:56 to go. It's North Georgia on top. 61-37. This is the Nighthawk Sports Network.
What do I do when my love is away? Does it worry you to be alone? How do I feel at the end of the day? Are you sad cause you're on your own? I can't find a little help from my friends, so I'm gonna try a little help from my friends.
The day the world stopped was the day we found where to go. From now on, we're not going to leave anything on our plates, because we've learned to savor the moments that were always there, and they never tasted this good.
Back at the Convocation Center, teams just about ready to break their respective huddles. We've talked about the opportunity for a load of games this weekend here, the Olympics around the world, and there's some kind of game going on in Los Angeles on Sunday night. Not sure. They call it the big game, a bowl of some kind.
Yeah, I've heard about it. You know, it's a lot of commercials. That's all I know.
The Super Bowl. Hurst in the lane, gets the roll. Hurst now with 5.
Imagine Wes Williams, the Ohio native for Clayton State's probably rooting for the Rams, right?
Well, of course, of course. Williams, left wing, good. He is on the money tonight, beyond the arc. Now 16 points, and it's 63-40. Bethea way to champion. Now Billups, Frank, one dribbling away to Bethea. And I will handle that when I get to it in just a moment. Bethea in between the circles. 11 to go, straight away, no good, off the glass. Shaw. Inside 11 minutes to go. That bounding away, no good. Battle. Champion now brings it down. Still scrambling for it, out of bounds. Let's pause. 10 seconds for station identification. This is the Nighthawk Sports Network. 10.5 minutes to go in this one from Dahlonega. 63-40. North Georgia looking to get well. And that one worked well for the Lakers as Shaw took the lob over the top. And now the big guy with 16 tied for team high honors. Brown in the lane, puts it up, would not go. Clayton State has had a less than stellar season thus far. It has been rough sledding in Peach Belt play. 7-14 overall. That shot just beating the shot clock, no good. Up ahead to Hurst, and a contact foul by Williams.
Just when you thought it couldn't get any worse for Clayton State, and you put up an air ball here at UNG.
That's tough. Coffey gets a breather. The 9:37 mark here in the second half. Snyers, Schubert, Champion, Jones, and Billups out there for Coach Evans and company. Pass intended for Jones, knocked away with 9:25 to go. So back to the Super Bowl. A prediction.
49ers all the way. Not in anymore. Rams all the way, pardon.
Okay. I was going to say, if the Niners win, then something is really, really strange.
Tell you what, if they win, you can buy me dinner.
There you go. Schubert drives the left side up, no good, block, and a foul called at 9:15 to go. Well, the Rams are a favorite, although the line, if you follow that, has shrunk now to the point where they're only giving 4. My druthers would be for the Rams to win, with Stafford getting a chance finally to win in the postseason after laboring for years in Detroit. And as a Steeler fan, I really don't want the Bengals to win just for that. So,
yep, understandable.
Yeah.
The feel-good story is definitely Matthew Stafford, but the Hollywood spin would be Joe Burrow getting it done. So,
well, he has shown a big game ability, and you can't count the Bengals out. And even though the Rams' defense is arguably better than their counterparts for the Bengals, as you see a corner 3, anything can happen, and you've seen it so many times. It should be interesting, no doubt. 65-45 your score. North Georgia comfortably on top with 8:41 to go. And you mentioned the commercial. That's something that I've always enjoyed. In fact, for years, I actually plotted each commercial, made notes, because the next day at work, you want to talk about your favorite commercial, what worked, what didn't work, the good ones, the bad ones, the ones you'd never care to see again. But it's interesting now with the cost of a 30-second spot, averaging $7 million, it boggles the mind at the investment that's required, and especially for a company that doesn't have a big ad budget, big marketing budget. You'll be curious to see who the new players are in the Super Bowl marketing world. That one rattles around and out. 1 of 2 there for Frank. 66-45. 8:35 to go. Williams on the wing. Drive, the kick. Wallach. Shot by Sams. And a foul called.
So with that being said,
yes,
what is your go-to Super Bowl commercial?
I have enjoyed the campaign through the years for Anheuser-Busch and all their many brands. The Real American Heroes campaign was fun.
Right.
So many through the years. Some of the Doritos commercials where they farmed out the chance for people to do their own commercial, have that concept done. All time, as we see a timeout on the floor here with 8:21 to go and your score 66-47. Let's take a break. We'll think about it during that timeout and be back right here on the Nighthawk Sports Network.
North Georgia basketball on the Nighthawk Sports Network is brought to you by the Smith House Country Store, Restaurant, and Hotel, the UNG Bookstore, Bryan Properties Commercial Real Estate, and Northeast Georgia Health System.
And so with the Nighthawks comfortably on top, we're talking Super Bowl commercials. Isaac, what would your favorite all-time Super Bowl commercial be?
You know, last week when we were here for the last home game, it was Groundhog's Day.
Okay.
And I don't think you can beat the good old Bill Murray Groundhog's Day commercial, driving the groundhog around, living his best life.
I like it. I like it. You know, through the years, there have been so many great campaigns, so many great commercials, some that are on the other end. And an alley-oop slam dunk to Eric Jones. Wow. 68-47. That was a thing of beauty. That was a classic alley-oop. The feed and the slam dunk.
Who's paying to put that in the Super Bowl commercial?
Oh, man. Out front, Lynch. 7:47 and counting, and taken away. Up ahead, Schubert gets it to Champion. The feed back to Jones, and another slam dunk.
Almost didn't get up there for that one.
It's close. Closer than he wanted it to be.
Just keeping it interesting, I guess.
Mr. Jones was still recovering from the alley-oop. 70-47, biggest lead. $7:17 to go. Floater in the lane, good. Champion.
If I could be frank with you, he truly is a champion on the floor.
He's here all week, folks. Be sure to tip your waiter. Inside 7 minutes we go. That one from 10 feet did not go. It's saved by Schubert to Frank. Now Jones will get it up. They've got numbers. Right back to Eric in the lane. Blocked by Williams. That was going to be slam number 3 in a row for Mr. Jones. Taken away by Champion. Getting a little like street game here now. Just back and forth and not a whole lot of offensive sets. Sure, Coach Evans would like to see the defensive intensity returned up just a little bit. And not in an all-star game offense-only mode. Basket there makes it 72-49.
Well, that is true. As long as they keep going down and getting these buckets, I imagine he can probably be content.
5:55 to go here. A trio of substitutions awaiting. And a nice mid-range jumper by Champion. And he now has 19 and a double-double. 74-49. Nighthawks. Wow. Big three there. Making it 74-52.
In trouble now. UNG has let Kobe score for the Lakers. Don't let him get hot.
Schubert at midcourt. Nighthawks Now run the set. Schubert had an open lane to the basket but could not convert it. Lynch drives and contact. That'll be a foul on Jones. And with 5:01 to go, that will bring in substitutions for both teams. First personal on Eric. Timeout on the floor. And we will take it. North Georgia by a bunch. Back in a moment. This is the Nighthawk Sports Network.
The human body is like any high-performance machine. As the miles add up, parts wear out. That's where pain begins. And here's where it ends. Where top orthopedic surgeons use breakthrough techniques to reduce recovery times and relieve pain for good. Feel like new again for miles to come at the region's only dedicated joint care center, Northeast Georgia Medical Center.
There's a top 20 matchup on tap later this week as the Nighthawk Sports Network will be back on the air Friday for the opening game of the 2022 Captain D's Surf and Turf Classic at Haynes and Carolyn Hill Stadium as number 5 North Georgia takes on number 20 Texas A&M Commerce. Pre-game coverage beginning at 11:50 a.m. First pitch at high noon right here on the Nighthawk Sports Network. And if any of our listeners or viewers have not visited Haynes and Carolyn Hill Stadium, you really need to. It is an unbelievable venue. It's the class of NCAA Division II and a phenomenal atmosphere for college softball. Coach Mike Davenport and the Nighthawks putting together yet another great team.
That right there was better than any Super Bowl commercial I've ever seen.
There you go. That foul shot no good for Lynch. Grad student from Fort Lauderdale and transfer from Rogers State. Averaging 74% on the season. Gets that one to go. 74-53. Inside 5 minutes. Hurst inbounds to McIntyre. Pass to Schubert. Back to Hurst. Nicely done to beat the press. Floater in the lane. Hurst could not get it to go. Bastianoni blocked foul on Shaw. I beg your pardon. They're giving that to Williams, and that'll be his 4th. That's why I stand corrected.
Definitely looked to be on Shaw to me too, but
Bastianoni gets that one to go. It was going to be the 4th on whomever they gave it to. Both Williams and Shaw had 3 prior to that, and Williams drew the short straw.
Shaw should make sure to thank Williams after this free throw.
No doubt. Giancarlo got it. 76-53. Clock rolls 4:41 to go. Shaw guarded by Giancarlo. Backs in, bumps in, powers his way in. Got it his own rebound. Good and one. Well, when you are 6'10", they don't list the weight. It's not terribly large as far as bulk goes, but you're 6'10", you're carrying a pretty big frame, and you can make some room for yourself.
Yeah, I think he had his mind made up right there that he was going to score, and there wasn't really anything UNG was going to do about it.
Yeah. Got that one to go. And it's back to a 20-point ball game. 76-56. Hurst inbounds to Schubert. Dangerous pass to McIntyre. Got a hustle to get it across the timeline, just beating it. Blake. Closely checked by Womack. Now double teamed. Oh, the pass intercepted. Lakers come up with a turnover. Coffee, three, no good. Shaw over the top, good. Oh my goodness. They're going to give the foul to McIntyre, who had Shaw draped all over him.
Well, I guess the idea is if you're 6'10", you already start out over the back anyways. So if you call that one, you got to call them all.
You know, you can laugh because it's a 20-point ball game now, an 18-point game, but goodness. That was comical to watch just because you had Shaw at 6'10", McIntyre at 5'9".
Matchup that you don't expect to see every day.
Nope. 3-point play makes it 76-59. 4:04 remaining here, and Dahlonega. Snyers got up there enough to snag that pass from Hurst. Screen from Brown out front. Snyers now double teamed. Gets it to Zach. Drives. Bounce pass through Giancarlo to Evan. 15-footer baseline. No good. Williams. Around the horn they go. Coffee drives to Shaw. Shot up. No good. And another foul sends Shaw back to the line. And with that, an official timeout. 3:32 to play. North Georgia 76, Clayton State 59. You're watching the Nighthawk Sports Network.
Someone here at Circus Burger has been talking to the press, telling them that chicken is better than burgers. And I want to know who it is. Is it you, Bill?
No, sir.
Diane?
Wasn't me.
I know it wasn't Steve. He just started. You're doing a great job here, Steve.
Yeah. I'm not big on pointing fingers, but it was definitely Bill. Whoa, it could literally be any one of us.
Somebody did it, and I'm going to find out who.
What is going on here?
Bandit 3, this is Fox 2-3. Can you see that contact to our front? Man, it's Fox 2-3 out. Mark him with tracer fire.
There are those who choose a different path in life. A path of selflessness, of service. A path that leads to freedom. Do you have what it takes? Find out at goarmy.com/warriors.
And our thanks to the U.S. Army, one of the fine sponsors of the Nighthawk Sports Network. There you see the Nighthawk huddle breaking. 3:32 to go, and we have seen Mr. Jalen Shaw at the line quite often here in the second half, certainly. And you know, the big guy has sort of made the best of those opportunities. He comes now with 22 points. How's that stacking up as far as his opportunities at the charity stripe?
8 for 8 so far, and he seems to want to test his luck a little bit, being perfect on the night. But then again, he hasn't missed a 3 yet either, so maybe he'll test his luck on that in a second.
The big guy settles in. Give him 9 for 9. Coming into tonight, 61% for Shaw. He was 74 of 121, so now 83 of 30. 83 of 131, 84 of 131. I'd say he's helped out his percentage.
Most definitely.
Hurst gets it in to Schubert, 76-61. Champion has it knocked away. Turnover at midcourt. Ball out of bounds. Last touch by North Georgia.
I'd be eager to see what Shaw's form is from the three-point, from the arc, shooting a 3. You think he just keeps that same little flick that he does with the free throw?
That is a great question. He's only taken 1 all year long.
Did he make it?
He did not. So he would improve his average substantially. Foul there on Schubert guarding Coffee. You know, the last thing you want to see happen in this game that did see the Nighthawks up by 30, right at 30, is to, in the final minutes of the game, get so far out of your normal flow that things get a little dicey. I mean, the lead, granted, is still comfortable, but it's only 76-61.
Right. Well, and the key there is it's getting smaller and smaller as we speak.
Coffee gets that one to go, and it's now a 9-0 run by North Georgia. Hurst goes out, Billups is in. And certainly business to be attended to. You can't get too comfortable. Now a 10-0 run. 76-63. And trouble on the inbound. Turnover. 13-point game.
That full court press is just giving UNG fits. They can't even seem to get the ball past half court right now, let alone get the first pass off.
Lakers have cut the deficit in half. Williams heaves it in. Womack, Coffee, Shaw, guarded by Champion. Shaw backs, turns. That'll be an offensive foul, and that's his fourth.
Right about now, I really am wishing that foul earlier would have went to Shaw instead of Williams.
Given what he's done at the line, and that he's got 24 boards, or 24 points, 13 boards for an easy double-double. Schubert trying to draw contact from Lynch. He succeeded in drawing contact, just not drawing the foul. Inside 3 minutes here in Dahlonega. Schubert with 12 to shoot, and there's the whistle. That will be on Ricardo Lynch. Schubert goes to the line. And Cody on the night with 15 points. 4 better than his season's average. First one good. A junior from Maiden, North Carolina, got them both. Clock rolls, 2:42 to go. Drive, shot, no good, and yet another whistle, yet another foul. And that will go on Eric Jones. And that sends Xavier Womack to the line. Senior from St. Louis, Missouri. And a transfer from Pittsburgh State. Pittsburgh with no H, State.
As usual in these final 3 minutes of the game, we're going to see a lot of shots from the free throw line.
Yep.
We've already seen quite a few over the last minute and a half.
Womack hitting 67% on the season. And a lane violation.
Not very often you see a lane violation by someone that's not even down in the post.
That'll drive the coach crazy. Inbound, great pass to Snyers. Streaks by Coffee. Now Schubert out near midcourt. Cody closely checked by Ricardo Sims Jr. Now a jump trap. Shaw's out there. Schubert dribbles right around him. Floater from Champion, left it short. Loose ball, Frank got it back. 2:10 to go. 78-63.
Frank really likes that floater. I wouldn't be surprised to see him take that shot again sometime soon.
Yeah. It's interesting how players will have, a go-to shot, a shot that is just something that they feel comfortable with. They, in the flow of action, and Schubert left that one woefully short. But Champion, for a big guy, has developed an ease with that style of shot. The one that he hit from the elbow earlier in the game just was nuts. 79-63. Inside 2 minutes to go. Ricardo Sams Jr., no good. Offensive rebound. Follow. Womack, no good. Gets his own rebound and scores.
Well, and it's one thing to have a great shot like Champion does, and be comfortable with it, but it's also undefendable, really. I mean, even Shaw can't get up that high to get a hand on that floater.
Schubert in the corner, bowls it over to Snyers. Bounce pass to Billups, and right back it goes to Darnell. Clock winds down. 75 seconds remain. The Nighthawks will improve to 13-9. The three-game losing streak will be history. Schubert, basket. (81-65), inside a minute to go. Williams, long three, no good. Rebound to Billups.
And Williams with a little bit of a flop after his shot, hoping he might get some free throws out of it.
Little theatrical there. This one is academic at this point. (10 to shoot, 30 to play. 81-65. The Nighthawks will be 6-7 in the Peach Belt. Down low, Mr. Jones, and the slam. Beautiful feed from Snyers. Coffey, no good. Rebound, Snyers. It's a 3-on-1. Darnell just going to dribble out the clock. 83-65. That's a classy move by Snyers. And with that, your final score, 83-65. We'll take a break and be back to wrap it up. From Dahlonega, this is the Nighthawk Sports Network.
Joyride beads. I hear if you run long enough, you get something called a runner's high, which sounds like something I really enjoy. Let's do this. Okay, so far so good. Mama Like? What? Still no high though. Hi. Hey. Oh my God, there it was. My first runner's high. Well, better quit while I'm ahead. God, I'm good.
Goodbye, LA, until another time. When can we call it love? Think we crossed the line.
Shop, play, and stay in Dahlonega, the heart of the North Georgia mountains.
Across divisions, sports, championships, and schools for nearly 500,000 student athletes. College sports create lifelong opportunity, and that starts with education. We've raised the academic bar, so more are earning degrees, creating healthier campuses by working with the nation's brightest minds, and making sure more have the chance to succeed and are supported on their journey. But beyond the numbers, it's about opportunity. And we're working to provide it for every student.
Winning is always good. Winning to break a three-game losing streak is even better. And tonight, the Nighthawks did just that. 83-65, your final score. The Nighthawks improving now to 6-7 in the Peach Belt. Clayton State falling to 2-10 in conference play. Your final thoughts about tonight's matchup?
Well, we talked about before the game that it was going to be a battle of the boards. You know, that's something UNG struggled with the past three games, and they won 34-31 here, and they came out of here with a win. So I think that says a lot, and really just won the battle in the paint, too. Outscored them 42-26, so just played big basketball. Nicely done. Hope that they can keep the momentum as they go back on the road Saturday. Road trip to Greenwood, a game against Lander, and a win there gets them back to 500 in the Peach Belt, and ready to make that home stretch run in the regular season to potentially set up a tournament opportunity in the PBC. Thanks to everybody tonight making this doubleheader broadcast
tandem possible. On behalf of Isaac Thomas, Walker McCrary, and the Nighthawk Sports Network team, I'm Craig Corbin saying again, your final score, North Georgia over Clayton State, 83-65. We'll see you next time. Good night from Dahlonega.